Okay, so I want to do a real quick demo. This is a game one of my students made last year, and you'll notice the blocks they used. This game is a hippo flying around, and he's keeping score. He's collecting Cheetos. These are the Cheetos he'll get points with. These Cheetos will take away points. So when I click this green flag, this game should start. You notice if I touch those Cheetos, see how it took away a couple of points? So it takes away 2 points, apparently, if I touch the bad ones. And it's giving me points as I touch these good ones. See, this hippo can go up and down. You see how he's doing that is the up and down. See right here when the left arrow key is pressed, it's changing the X. It's going backwards. Right arrow, it's going forwards, moving 10 on the X-axis. Up arrow, the Y-axis, 10. Down arrow, the Y-axis, minus 10. Now, this is where it's looking for the food. So you notice he's actually not saying anything. Looks like it should be, but touching bad food, he's got something kind of misnamed here, but he should be talking. He's not. We've got 3 sprites, though. You see the good food. This is where the score is kept. You'll notice when the green flag is clicked, this score is the variable, and I'll show you that here in a minute in data. And then it's forever changing the Y, because these things are falling, so it's going down the Y-axis. If it touches the edge, that means he didn't catch it, and it's going back to the top, setting Y to 160. Waiting half a second. And then it's picking a random number across the X-axis, across the top. And if it touches the edge, if it touches the hippo, see where we're getting the score? So the thing will still do all this stuff, but it'll give the hippo a score. Okay, so we looked at that. The bad food, it should basically be doing the exact same thing, except for you notice how we lost 2 points. See, right there, -2. So it took 2 away. You can see here's how they're using the random number, so that this sprite here will go randomly across the top, and then on the Y-axis, it's always setting it to 160, so it's always going straight up to 160 on the top. So you see that's how they're doing that. Taking away 2 points, that's basically the exact same script. Now if I wanted to change a few things, I don't need to wait here, I don't think. Let's see what happens. See, I can just kind of change it. And this one doesn't really need to wait. So now let's see what it does. See, if I want to get rid of these blocks, I can just put them back over here in the bin. Start it again here. There it goes. That sped it up a little bit. No waiting. I could also, if I wanted it to fall real fast, I could go to that Cheeto. And see how it's only changing it by 4. Well, let's change it by -20. It'll fall very fast. Or much faster anyway. Oh, there it goes. Almost too fast to catch. So that's how we can change some of those numbers. Let's change it back to -4. It's going a little too fast. Okay, so let's slow that down now. Here's where the variable was, and how they did this. First, there are no variable. There are no kind of ways to track anything. So they went up here and they made a variable. They clicked make a variable, and they called it score. They did it for all sprites. We won't get into cloud variables right now. I just want to kind of demonstrate the variable idea. But you can see, I'm going to just do it for all sprites, say OK. I'm going to cancel though, because we've already got a variable. But you notice we have this new set of blocks. After I make the variable that says score, I have this new set of blocks. And the one block I'm using is when the flag's clicked in the new game, we're setting the score to 0 right here. And then, since this is a bad one, if it touches the hippo, see where it's touching the hippo, the name of that sprite, hippo, it takes away 2. This one adds 1. So that's how they're keeping score. Kind of cool. Let's say I want to take basically those sprites, and I want something a little different. I want a little different background. Let's zoom out. I'm going to zoom all the way out. And let's choose a backdrop from the library. Let's say we want him on the beach rather than, there we go. Now he's on the beach. So it's really easy to modify these. And let's say we don't want a hippo. We want a beetle instead. And see, I can go up here to the costumes now that I have the beetle and delete my hippo. And if I want something other than Cheetos, I like Cheetos, but let's get something other than Cheetos here. Let's create a new sprite. What do we have? Things. What do we have in the things here? Let's find something. Bring in all of our stuff here. What would a beetle like? Ooh, an apple. Let's bring in the apple. The beetle likes the apple, so let's get rid of the Cheetos. So now we have an apple, and let's say the bananas it doesn't like. I see bananas down here somewhere. There they are. Let's see what else we got. Okay, and okay. Let's get rid of that. Now we have basically the same exact game. I mean, all the scripts, all I did was just change the way it looked. So now, see how it's still going to function exactly the same, except for when he catches the apple, gets a point because he likes apples. He doesn't like bananas, so now hit the banana and should take away points. There we go. See how it took away 2 points. So that's basically variables. That's how you can modify a project. So let's tinker around a little bit with variables and modifying a project. So take a project, remix it. Remember I showed you up in the top, since this is a project with this account, I don't see the remix button. But go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and save this real fast, then I'm going to back out. Go ahead and find a project, remix it, change a few things, change the costumes, change the blocks a little bit if you want, add a variable to track something, and just play around with that.